Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial. Now this one's going to be more of a rainbow eye but with a little bit of a twist. So I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. eyelid primer and then I'm going to blend this in with my finger. Now the reason I haven't done one of my eyes first is because both of my eyes are actually going to be slightly different. So just blend this in with your finger just to get a good base down, and then what I'm going to do is apply my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which is just a white creamy base, and that will just help the colors pop since we are going to be using more bright colors today. I'm starting off with a very bright yellow on the inner corner of both my eyes. This is going to be the only color that actually matches, and I'm taking this color from my 120 palette. You can use anything that you have, and I'm using a small shader brush just to apply this. And you want to apply it all around your tear duct, so just go and apply just a light layer of that. I'm going to start with the warmer side of my rainbow eye, so I'm going to take these two oranges right here and mix them together to get more of the brighter orange that I want. And this has a slight bit of shimmer to it, so it will add a little bit of light to the eye. And just pack this on. You don't have to worry about blending just yet, just worry about packing on a good amount of color. And then we're going to start working with the reds once you have a good base of orange down. If you feel like it's not orange enough, you can go in with more of like a lighter peachy orange and that will brighten it up. But I find that I like the way this looks because it does add that orange pop, but it's not too neon. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to flip to the other side of the 120 palette since that has the reds. And I'm going to be using one of these two reds. You can use pretty much any one because I think they're pretty much the same. And I'm going to pick that up onto the other side of my brush and pat this along the outer edge of my eye. Now once you have this, you are going to go into more of like a pink magenta color, so you can use any one you have. I'm going to use a slightly brighter one and then a slightly deeper one in the outer corner. For that, I'm actually going to use this, which is the C411 by Crown, and the first color I'm going to pick is this pink right here. And what this will do is this will add a lot of brightness to the look and keep that warm. And just blend it here along the edges. Now once I have this, I am going to go in with something a little bit deeper since I do want it to be more of a pop. Now I'm going to use a mixture of these two. You can use one or the other or whichever you have. I just find that if I mix it, it comes out a little bit more toned down. And just pack this on and then blend it out. Before I apply my highlight, I am going to work on the warmer colors on the lower lash line of the opposite eye. I'm going to go back in with those two oranges since I already do have the yellow placed. And apply this to the center third of our lower lash line. And then go back in with that red, and we're going to apply this to the outer third. I'm going to go ahead and start on the upper lid of the opposite eye, and I'm going to start off with some light greens. I think I'm going to use this one right here. You can use, again, any one that you have. And I'm using a clean brush for this because you don't want the colors to mix. I'm taking this dark blue right here since I do want a little bit of depth to the look. And I'm going to apply it again on the outer edge of my eye. I'm picking up this shimmery purple color with a clean brush, but it's the same type that I use on the other eye. And I'm just going to place this into my crease. Now what I'm going to do after I have this, since this is slightly darker, I am going to pick up a lighter purple just to blend it out slightly. I think what I'm going to use is either this one or this one right here. Maybe a mixture of both. And I'm going ahead and repeating those steps on the lower lash line of the opposite eye. With a creamy white color, I'm picking this up onto a flat shader brush and I'm going to apply this as my highlight. Now I'm going to go between using this flat shader brush and a fluffy blending brush to really blend all of the colors together and make sure that there's no harsh edges. Lastly, for the eyeshadow, I'm going to go into a matte black color and I'm just going to take a very little bit of this and tap this on the outer V of my eye on each side just because I want to deepen this up just slightly. To line my eyes, I'm going to be using a black liquid liner. This one's by e.l.f., but you can use any one you have. And I'm going to create a thin line to start off, and then I'm going to wing out the eye. I went ahead and applied a little bit of black liquid liner, or not liquid liner, gel liner to my lower waterline, and I lined all the way to the inner corners of my eyes. Now I'm taking these lashes. They're slightly, I guess, thick, but they don't have as much bulk to them as you would think when you're thinking voluminous lashes, because they do have the crisscross pattern. And I'm just going to take a bit of this glue, which is the Duo Lash Adhesive, and I'm applying it to the lash strip. And then what I'm going to do once I have that is I'm just going to wait for it to dry for a couple seconds and then apply it onto my lashes. I don't apply any mascara first because my eyelashes are black like my hair, so it doesn't really show up anyway. I find that they work fine without. While I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry, I'm going to go in with a bit of gloss. The gloss that I'm using today is one from the NYX The Perfect Everyday Colors No. 3 palette, and I'm just going to use this on my ring finger and apply a bit of this to my lips just to give it a slight bit of color, nothing too intense. Since the look is actually pretty dramatic, you don't want to go too heavy on the lips. And then again for the cheeks, you don't want to go too dramatic, so I'm just going to contour slightly with this color from my Coastal Scents Contour and Blush palette, just to add a bit of definition. And that's it for this rainbow eye with a little bit of a twist. I actually did find a picture of this look on Beautylish, so I will post the username below of the person who created this. I personally find that I really do like finding, looks on the internet and then trying to recreate them, because I find it's really fun to see, how many different ways you can do one look. Since personally I don't have the same products as them, I don't know how they did it exactly, so it's nice to find, looks on the internet and then try to recreate it with what you have at home. So these are types of things that I like to do, and I will probably be doing more videos of it, since I personally in my everyday life tend to find different inspirational pictures, even if they're not like actual looks. Like today, this one's actually a makeup look that I found, but sometimes I do find inspiration with other things and celebrities, which I do like actually recreating looks, because I like that I can take whatever products I have at home and then put them and make them into the same type of look that I saw somewhere else. So if you are interested in looks like this, which is where I take a picture, or I take a maybe landscape picture and I take inspiration from it, or I change it up slightly, or even just recreate it exactly, color by color, placement by placement. If that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know, because I personally like it, but it's not, something everybody does like. Now, sorry if I feel or sound congested, just because I do have a little bit of a cold, but I did want to get a tutorial out for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will have a full list of products below, as well as a link to all my social networks. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.